And here we are at Stewarts Car Hop in Rahway, New Jersey. Just to give you an idea of the place. Place has been around forever. It's probably the busiest Stewarts root beer in the state of New Jersey. And as you can see, E&A is making another delivery of some great restaurant. All right, here we are inside Stewarts. This is one of the menu signs that we sold them. It was an international pattern magnetic sign. See if we can get a better idea on that. Okay, all that are magnetic strips that are customizable for whatever your menu needs. Okay, there's Carl. And some customers that are inside here right now. And inside there is the kitchen where we're going to go back into in just a minute. Okay, so we're here with Carl from Stewarts. Carl, why don't you tell me a little bit about your old grill and tell me what's good and what's bad about this one?
Okay, this is was purchased in 1987. It's 24 years old. It gave me great service. Things I didn't like about it was the flue, the way it's constructed here. As you were cooking, the grease would splatter and all get clogged up in here. Very hard to keep clean.
And we can see what that kind of looks like right now.
And we worked on it, and I was always afraid that this would block the flue totally.
Right.
So it was very rough to do it. This was kind of small here.
The grease trap hole?
Just put your spatula down and slide the grease in there. It was a very tight fit.
All right. So depending if you had like at least a 3-inch spatula, it just wouldn't fit on that grill piece, right?
The height of it's very high, and when you were working on it, your stomach used to like kind of lean up against here, and this was always hot. So that was always a little bit of a problem.
You used to come home with belly burns, I guess, every night,
Absolutely.
huh? There you go.
The temperature control knobs,
right?
You used to bump into them when you didn't realize when you were working. Your knee or your leg would hit them, and they'd go either up or down on you.
So we'd be changing the temperature every couple of minutes. All right. So what was the main problem? One of the reasons why we got rid of this is because I guess out here
we wore a hole in the side of it from cleaning it all these years.
Right over there.
Okay, and what would happen is the grease would come down the side, get underneath the lip here between the body and the grill plate, and it actually pushed the grill plate.
Actually lifted the whole grill plate right up.
Almost stick my finger in there.
Right.
Where, the other side.
All right.
It's a perfect.
But all in all, how many years did we have this thing?
24 years, great service. I think I changed one thermostat in it the whole time.
And we changed one piece on it. Right. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll go inside and we'll take a look and see what the new one looks like. Okay, so we're back here with Carl. Carl, why don't you tell me about the new one we have here?
Okay, there's the new one. We'll start with the front of it first. The guards around the temperature control knob, I'll never bump into them again and change the temperature.
Right.
Number one. Number two, once you set them, everything is controlled by this one knob. So if you set this at 350, you don't have to turn it again. This turns the grill on and off.
So it's our whole solid-state thermostats, and those thermostats are embedded into the grill, so we get a much faster recovery time on those grill. We're talking about 27,500 every 12 inches on this grill. So taking a look at that, with not only that, but if we can see what this grill surface is made out of, it's a 3/4-inch composite grill, aluminum core with stainless steel top and bottom sandwiched in between. So that's going to allow us to do your cheesesteaks and chopping and everything else on top of it. It's a non-porous surface for cleaning. How do you like it so far with the cleanability on it?
Cleans very good.
Yep.
It's easy to clean. Like I showed the old one, the new one has this higher back to it, and the flue is recessed, so it's going to save that grease
from all going right straight back down into
building
it.
Up, which is going to be huge for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like how low it is.
Right.
Instead of being high up here around my belly.
It's a lot lower, a lower profile sitting on the grill surface there.
I have a little bit of a shelf here now that you didn't have on the other one.
Right.
So if I make the burger, I can let it sit here until the guy's ready to take it and wrap it up
right.
and send it out to go. So I have a little working space here, which you never had before.
What else can you tell me about it, surface-wise?
Well, the drain here, this fits in nice size, and the trough is nice and big, easy to come out.
Almost double the size of what the old one was, right? What about the?
As far as cooking, I have this one on right now. I have the center burner on it, 350.
Right.
This is about 300 degrees without even putting this on. The heat spreads so evenly and so far over that I could probably,
just that one is probably good enough
for you.
Fry
an egg right here, right now, without even putting this thermostat.
You gotta love that.
It recovers, in a snap. It really does.
Terrific. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the other stuff, and we'll come right back with it. We're back here with Carl from Stewarts. I'm just going to give you an example of how tight of a kitchen we're actually dealing with right here. Carl, why don't you just tell me what you have all the way down there at the end, and we'll get an idea of how tight of an object.
Steam table.
Right.
We have a 35-pound Electric fryer, I believe it is.
Okay, now what are we using that fryer for?
Just for cooking hot dogs.
Just for cooking hot dogs. Doing what? Jersey-style hot dogs, Italian hot dogs if we have to?
Right, we do Italian hot dogs.
There you go.
Chili dogs and all of that. This is our grill. We cook hamburgers,
and that's
burgers, cheesesteaks, grilled chicken.
And that's our new rapid recovery grill, and it's doing a job for you so far.
Excellent job.
Fantastic.
This is a grill we just use for toasting buns on.
Okay.
That's all we do with it. And we have our fryer light here.
And then we got our Pitco fryer system, which we're going to go into more detail in just a little bit right there. What about the refrigerator behind you? What was one of the big things we did with that?
We had trouble because of the foot clearance here and the opening. We have to get a refrigerator in here. So Joel and I came up with the idea to get 2 small ones.
We have 2 true units that are in over here. These are what, T19s?
T19s.
Probably T19s we did on these.
They're on wheels. They fit underneath the hood.
And we
to roll in and out, and it worked out.
And we were able to get them right inside this tight little space.
Worked out perfect.
All right. Well, Carl, I'll tell you what. We do a great job with you. Hopefully we can keep that trend rolling in the future, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, Bill.
Thanks, buddy. We're back here with Carl from Stewarts. Hi, Carl.
Hey, Joel.
All right. So what we're going to do now is another piece of equipment that we sold you was one of the Pitco Solstice filter systems. Okay, and as you can see here, this is one of the Pitco's premier fry systems on it. You had a Fry Master system here at one time, right?
I did, yes.
And you came to me and you said, Joel, what's newest and greatest?
Right.
And I recommended this piece for you. How do you like this piece so far?
It's fantastic.
Does the job for you?
Does the job, easy to clean. Again, I think they're 110,000 BTUs each. It recovers
maybe
quickly.
even on something on this, maybe energy efficiency down to 105,000 and still be able to cook out like 50 pounds of fries like an hour. So we have the built-in filtration system here. Why don't we have one of you guys show us how easy it is to filter this thing real quick.
You want to filter one of these, Dino, for me, please?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up the inside of the system. And you can see we have the drain valve system. Lowers it down. He's dumping the oil. And we're going to see how fast that actually lowers down. Now, the temperature on this oil is probably about 350, 360? 350, and look how fast that goes down. Turning one of the worst jobs in the industry into something very, very easy. So he drains that down, pulls up the pump. Why don't we open up the other door there so we can see the actual pump in action there. And as you can see, that pipe from there goes right down into this oil containment system where it's going through our filter system and pumping up immediately right back from the inside of the fryer, filling it up from down below up into the system. Now, he's going to start filling because he just closed up the drain valve, and we can see how fast the filter system can redo and filter our fryer oil, pulling this all the way down to at least 0.49 of a micron, even plus more. I have to get the exact on that. But in that short little period of time, we can filter all the oil in one of those vats, even while the other 2 are still up and available to be frying at. And we can see how fast that oil is going up. Now, it's kind of hard to tell, but we can actually see a little bit of the golden oil color coming up on that. The inside color of the dark we're seeing is because we didn't actually clean the fryer tubes, but if we were able to do that, we would see the difference in the oil in just a matter of minutes. He's going to close it down, and in less than 3 minutes, we're up, filtered, and ready to go, and we're going to have a perfectly fried product because we just filtered our oil. So, Carl, were we able to do something like that beforehand, or no way?
We had a old system where we'd have to dump it.
The mobile filter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, that sure was. It's okay, we're from Jersey. We can say pain in the ass here on the internet. It's all right.
This has the one permanent filter in it that we wash.
Right.
You know, so it's really great.
So, no, not even paper filters. We have the reusable stainless steel mesh filter, right? All right. All right. Well, listen, another great product from E&A Supply. Another great customer, Carl, from Stewarts Root Beer. And let's see what we can do for you in the future, pal.
Okay, you've never steered me wrong, Joel, so let's keep up this good relationship. It works for me, and I hope it works for you.
All right, buddy. Thanks very much.